Good morning, folks. Uh, for those of you who are wondering, has Prof. Zach been on hiatus? Well, actually, I was just kind of taking a few days off. Otherwise, I'm beach and dandy. But yeah, top of the morning, all listening. I'm going to start with an IELTS essay topic discussion real quick, as quickly as I can. Sometimes I tend to kind of get entangled in my own, loud thoughts. And that's a habit I'm trying to discourage myself from doing. An interesting topic came across when I was solving one of these brainbuster online challenges, quizzes. And then I recognized that this is a topic from the IELTS collection of essay topics as well. It's called Is Nature More Instrumental in Shaping Our Personalities Than Nurture? And I think the exact IELTS topic verbatim goes, is a person successful in capitalizing on the skills or talent that he's born into the world with, meaning nature, or do the experiences that they have in life shape exactly what they end up doing with those talents? So nurture. So nature versus nurture. It's a timeless debate. So I thought that I'd just kind of delve into that. Um, in my opinion, I think that it's a little bit of both because there are some traits or skills or talents that are hereditary, meaning, for example, if you're by nature, you don't have a sense of humor. You're born like that. So chances are that even as time goes by, you're probably going to remain a person who doesn't really have a funny bone. Just as an example, I mean, I'm not pinpointing anyone. Or if you happen to be somebody who by birth just kind of finds happiness in everything and just remains energetically or emotionally charged all the time, chances are that you'll remain that way and you'll grow up that way. However, with the latter example, let's say that a negative experience in life just kind of, or a collection of negative experiences over a period of time in a person's life keeps impacting, keeps impressioning, keeps affecting the way, that our subconscious reacts to those. There may come a point when like you may lose a really, really loved one, like a person who's really close to you. And because of that, you may end up becoming a very introverted, reserved, kind of, shy person as opposed to the chirpy, bubbly self that, people know you as. So the external environment definitely does influence the way we're born to a large extent. However, I think that it is our hereditary skills, what we're genetically born into the world with, that's more predominant over nurture. But yes, the environment, the external circumstances, the company that we keep, the neighborhood that we end up spending a majority of our time in, the school that we go to, the friends that we have at school, the kind of teachers that we meet at school, that individual school's approach to imparting education, etc., etc. This all collectively ends up influencing and impacting your talents and genetic skills. They could either affect those skills and talents in an adverse way or in a positive way. All it takes is somebody responsible, like an adult, like a parent or a guardian, or an administrator at school, or a collective group of educationists at school to notice and identify and sense that talent and then nurture it and groom it. And this is, I think, also some really, really successful and well-known performers that we might be familiar with. If you read their life stories, if you go through their bios, you'll realize that the experiences that they had in life were really harsh or chronic or impressionable, and which is exactly why they turned out to be that successful pop star or rock star or writer or artist or painter or director or composer or singer, or poet, etc. I mean, from an endless list of many creative people, or a confectionist, for example, or an educator, and so on and so forth. But yes, if there's somebody who is naturally born with a tendency to help lives, either, by pretending to play firefighter all the time, or to play like a caregiver all the time, chances are that they'll grow up and end up becoming a caregiver or a healthcare provider. So, long story short, yes, I think that nature is predominant over nurture, but at the end of the day, it's a healthy combination of nature and nurture that really positively influences us, and vice versa. So, to all listening, if you have any further questions or comments, you can email us at our company email ID. You can find me on easycoaching.co. And just in case you need to email, my email address is zebraapplekangaroo.charlieappleumbrella.lion.indigo.nancy. That's zach.collin@gmail.com. That's my personal email ID. You can also look up my professional email ID on my website and all other relevant contact details. Once again, this is your friend and host Zishan Hassan Khalid, otherwise called Prof. Zach lovingly by himself, signing off and bringing you yet another IELTS topic. Adios, take care.